Hello, everyone. Welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today is September 1st. It's hard to believe that summer is going to be winding down soon. And, pretty soon we'll be wearing sweaters and carving pumpkins, which I love to do. So that's okay. I forgot to say happy birthday to all my Virgos. I just realized that. So happy birthday, Virgos. Virgos are known for being workaholics and for being really focused on accomplishing their goals and tasks. They're pretty driven people. But the card that's associated with them from the tarot deck is the Hermit card. And that's because they search for truth and wisdom and they feel perfectly fulfilled being alone. And so happy birthday, Virgos. I didn't forget about you. I'm really excited to say that I am launching my new membership program today. I listened to what everyone was asking for, and now it's all in one platform. So there will be a weekly tarot class, a monthly meditation class, monthly ET channeling with Raha Shah. He is from the Ra Collective, who is responsible for the Law of One material. And because it will be live, you can ask him questions while I'm in that channel state. Um, there will be a book club because I know a lot of you sort of have said to me like you miss your book club and it's something that other channels do. And so the first book that I'm choosing is A New Earth by Eckhart Tolle. It's been proven to raise vibrations and honestly that's just where we're going, right? We're going towards a new earth. Let's keep our eyes on the prize. We're going to have to go through some negativity and some tumultuous times, but we are going towards that new earth. And that's really the focus of my membership program is focusing on where we're heading, which is going to be the light at the end of the tunnel, okay? Better times are coming. I'll also be going on once a month to take your questions live. I can give you messages from Spirit. I can pull some tarot cards for you. And I'll also be doing a monthly drawing for a free reading with me. If you choose not to join, that's fine. Nothing changes at all on this channel. You will not see any changes. I will still come on 2 to 3 times a week and still do my tarot readings and my predictions. None of that will change. So let's take a look at the mayor of Portland, Ted Wheeler. Um, he is openly, and I think rightfully so, criticizing Trump and Trump's handling of these protests. And I just want to see what is in store for him and what he's going through right now. So let's see if we can get some insights on Ted Wheeler. My heart really goes out for him because I think he has this enormous task ahead of him. Um, Certainly cannot be easy. And to be honest, I do not see the protests going away or getting better anytime sooner. People are still upset. Things need to change. Okay, so Spirit, what do we need to know about Ted Wheeler right now? Okay, so right now he's trying to balance things. See the scales here? He's trying to balance things. And this also indicates to me that finances are an issue. I think that his budget probably for the police is much over what he had planned. Okay. And he's trying to balance everything that's going on in his city. Okay. So his obstacle, the sun, that's enlightenment. That's the sun shining through. He's waiting, sort of for like the long night to be over and, for dawn to break and for this just to be over. Um, and like I said, I don't see it ending anytime soon. Interesting. His thoughts are still on money. Um, this must be really pushing his budget to the limit, is what I'm feeling. Subconscious thoughts. Um, I'm going to say he's been doing a lot of going within and reflecting and just trying to come up with ways to both calm himself, but to come up with ways to solve this problem. In the past, The energy with the Queen of Swords, she's someone who's analytical, intelligent, calm, cool, collected. And so I think in the past things were definitely a lot easier. With the first card, we get the scales. With this card, we get a double-edged sword talking about balance. And so things were more balanced in the past. Okay, so the energy he's coming into, the Page of Swords, this would really make me think that there's some legal battles coming up. So let's take a look at that. Legal battles involving the mayor. So, oh, see, here's what I'm fearing, because this is kind of what I'm seeing, is that the federal government's really going to step in and make things much worse. Um, and I think he's probably going to be trying to fight that. That's what I'm feeling. Okay. Okay, so things start to speed up. Oh, so funny. So I was just talking about the sun. Well, here we get the moon. Nothing's clear in the moonlight. So, the energy he's going into actually isn't getting better. Um, but I think also, too, we're talking about a legal battle. And, this would imply that there's going to be some lies and deceit and disillusionment. Um, so, yeah, he is in for really a tough time, I think. Okay, so I want to take a look at Trump in December. The reason that I'm looking at him at that time is because a lot of you keep saying to me that there's other readers, I guess, saying that they're saying that he's going to win. And here's why I'm thinking, other than the ones that have clearly been bit by the Q bug, the other ones, the reason I think they're probably saying that is because if you read energy, and you don't get real clear messages, but you do clearly feel energy, the energy from November to January is so chaotic, so negative. What I have gotten from Spirit many, many times about November to January is that as Americans, we are going to be tested like we have never been tested before. Um, and what I've been picking up on is that, yes, Trump's going to lose, but he's not going to lose like a normal person, because why would he? Right? He doesn't do anything like a normal person. And I do think he's going to force a recount to happen. I am definitely seeing a recount. I still see him losing, though. Okay. Like that doesn't change. Do I see him being dramatic? Do I see him causing our country to be chaotic? Yes. Um, because why would he change? He's not going to change on November 4th, right? Um, so let's take a look at him in December, in the middle of all of that. Let's take a look. And Hillary Clinton already did foreshadow. She did say last week that Biden, if he does not get enough votes, he should not concede and he should demand a recount. Um, I am feeling that the recount's going to be more from Trump's end. I do not see, like I've told you before, I have never seen Trump winning the popular vote. But you have to remember, he can lose the popular vote by 5 million. So that's why it's important that everyone does vote. This is not the time to be complacent. But yeah, I don't see him winning. I just see him being dramatic and being him. Because why would he change? People don't change like that. Okay, so Spirit, what do we need to know about Trump in December? Yeah, I just keep hearing drama, chaos. Okay, so the card that represents him is the past, how things were always done, him longing for the past. There's a real sense of nostalgia with this card. His obstacle, here we go. Not a surprise if you watch my readings regularly. So, yeah, his devilish ways. And that's the thing, the problem, this is in the obstacle position, so that means that the way he's doing things and the way he's done things in the past are going to be coming out. And for him, that's not good. Oh my gosh, his thoughts. His thoughts are on Russia. Russia stealing. This is a card of stealing and trying to get away with it. Can you believe that? I mean, so once again, is he going to change? No, no, he isn't. His subconscious thoughts are going to be pretty happy, cheery, which we've seen before, where his conscious thoughts are one thing and his subconscious thoughts are another. There's a lot of confliction, if that's a word, going on. In the past, here he is planning, assessing, coming up with a strategy, right? And we all know that. Okay, so we're gonna have to do some clarifiers. Um, so this would be for like the beginning of December. This is one of my cards for the US. Um, and so I'm going to leave it there for a minute and then do some clarifiers. The way he sees himself in December, this is one of my cards. Actually, this is my card for the virus, but this is also a card about being highly emotional. Look at all that water. Water's about emotion. How others see him. His base is always going to see him as a king, a messiah, something like that. These cute people aren't just going to not be brainwashed overnight, correct? Hopes and fears. Here he is wanting to work out a deal, cutting a deal, making a partnership with somebody. Okay, so his obstacle is change. Change. Okay, so now let me do some clarifiers for both the short-term and the long-term outcome. Okay, so short term, we got validated that yes, we're talking about the United States. We get the moon card. So lies, deceit, disillusionment. And then we get the card of burden and oppression. So that's for the first part of December. So let me just set these cards down for a second. So first part, he's thinking about the US, lies, deceit, disillusionment towards Americans, leaving him feeling burdened and oppressed. Okay, so now let's look at the final outcome in December. Let's take a look. What do we need to know about the outcome in December? I'm just feeling the energy and it just feels so scattered. So scattered. And that's intentional. He's doing that intentionally, causing chaos and friction. Okay, so here he is fighting. To me, this does indicate, yes, a recount. And then he gets leaving for smoother waters. So is he going to literally put up a fight and then leave? Yes. So I can see why some of the readers are saying that, but you need to go a little bit deeper, I would say, and not just read the energy, because the energy just seems so messy. All right, so let's pull a few cards from the Sacred Geometry Oracle deck. This is what they look like. The first card will be what your spirit wants you to know. The second card will be what the universe wants you to know. And then the third card will be bridging it all together. Oh, by the way, I made Cash Peters cookies. He did that video about the rosemary lemon cookies. I made them. I just only changed one thing. I made them with vegan butter because I'm vegan. But they came out amazing. They really did. They really did. And I'm not a good chef, so I mean, I enjoy cooking. I just don't think I'm very good at it. But yes, they were really, really good. Annie supervised, by the way. She's whenever I cook, she likes to just watch over the whole process. Okay, so what your soul wants you to know. Passion. The frequency of passion reminds us that beneath every intense emotion lies the hidden gem of insight, balance, and calm. Okay, so passion is such an important emotion. It's an elevated emotion, and it's one of the emotions that you need to manifest your desires into reality. So feel passion when you want to do something like heal yourself or heal someone else, or you want to manifest an object, or you want to manifest a soulmate. Raise your vibrations. So that's what your soul's telling you. The universe is saying soul time. The frequency of soul time asks us to allow the possibility of a new reality to emerge, one that embraces the concept that while the corporal body is mortal, the soul is timeless, limitless, and infinite. So don't get so caught up in the physical reality that we are in. Remember, it is just temporary. You are a spiritual being having a physical experience, not the other way around. So your soul is just very kindly asking you to remember. And the universe is saying, look, you are so much bigger than your body. So to bridge it together, change. The frequency of change supports our ability to gracefully dance with the forever changing nature of reality, both inward and outward, so that we can appreciate the sweet release of the old and the birth of the new. Things are constantly changing, right? The only thing that is constant is change. And sometimes you have to let those old things die that didn't serve you, those things that weren't for your highest good. And when you let those go, you can change and move into the reality that you prefer. And that's what this is all about. That's what the human experience is about, is changing your reality, using those elevated emotions to be a creator, right? We are all creators, because we come from creator. So how can we be anything else? So I hope you enjoyed today's readings, everyone. I will make a new video in a couple of days. And until then, just be well. Bye.